Welcome to BitBoy Crypto, people's channel, home of the BitSquad, largest and greatest crypto community in all the interwebs. My name is Ben. I'm here at my son's baseball tournament. We're getting ready to get started. It rained all night, and they had to move it to tonight instead of this morning. So he's getting ready for his first game, and banks are getting ready to collapse. Guys, I never thought we would see what we are seeing right now. And that's what we're going to be talking about today. We're going to be talking about banks on the brink of total collapse. Think the government's going to do some stuff to try to stop it? They're the ones that put us in this mess in the first place. So I'm not sure it will work. But guys, what we're seeing from the banking system is just not good right now. And obviously that's why we're in crypto. I'm also going to be, at the end of this video, by the way, at the end of this video, I'm going to be telling you guys about a major change we have coming to this channel. So if you're a fan of this channel, or if you hate this channel, which would probably be you, one or the other, to make sure to stick around to the end of the video. It's not going to be very long. Guys, there's $220 billion in liquid money in the banking system. The banking system is supposed to have, guess how much money? $220 billion is how much it has. It's supposed to have $22 trillion. Guys, that means there's literally 1% liquidity. 1%. That means a 2% bank run would destroy our entire banking system, our entire way of life financially. We have stocks everywhere getting crushed. Bank of America stock is down, I think, almost 50% from the peak or the local peak a few months ago. We have the Chase stock getting crushed. Wells Fargo getting crushed. First Republic. Crush doesn't even begin to describe it. Deutsche Bank, or Douche Bank as I like to call them. Credit Suisse. All these banks, the stocks are absolutely plummeting as we speak. Wise up, people. You better get some crypto if you don't have crypto. That's not financial advice. That's freaking life advice. You need protection. You need to be hedged. Right now, if we see our banking system collapse, which guys, I never thought this could happen this quick. This quick. I mean, we look around. This is what they're talking about. They're literally talking about opening an emergency lending service for banks. An emergency lending service for banks. It's because they're solvent, right? And guys, the more Janet Yellen and Jerome Powell come out and try to reassure us that everything's fine, the more we know it's not fine. Guys, it is most definitely not fine. Now, is it going to have a massive effect on the price of Bitcoin? Absolutely. Now, I'm not sure if you guys know, but there is a rumor out there that Bitcoin's going to hit $1 million in like 85 days because of all these crises. Now, could the price of Bitcoin go up dramatically? I had a dream it went up to $75,000 last night, maybe $90,000. That's what I had a dream. And it happened pretty quick. Could we see this? Could we see a gigantic candle go from the 20s all the way to the 40s or the 50s? Well, we've seen it before. We saw it go from 28K to 42K, like that. We've seen it. So we know it is possible. And if you look back, actually, here's what's interesting. When you look back at the history of Bitcoin over the last few years, what you'll see is in between about 28 and 42, that's where we've had the biggest one candle moves in Bitcoin is in that area. So yeah, on the way down, there was certainly like a lot of points, like 38,000, where there was a lot of volume. But there have been a couple of times it's just flown right past that entire section. So now, do I think Bitcoin's going to hit $1 million in 9 days? No, absolutely not. What do I think Bitcoin's going to do? Keep doing what it's always done for every single Bitcoin cycle. It doesn't look exactly the same, but it definitely rhymes. And I think we could be potentially looking at, Bitcoin being at about $50,000 by the time of the halving next year. I mean, I think that is potential. If it's at $50,000 or higher at the time of the halving, then we should be looking at somewhere in the range of a $200,000 Bitcoin, I think. Who knows at this point, right? I'm going to be more conservative with some of my predictions on this next bull run, just because I'd rather overshoot them than undershoot them like we did last time. But overall, like in my heart, I feel like if we're at a higher price point than $40,000 at the time of the halving, that's a good sign Bitcoin's going to really, really, really take off. And you see all the macro that's just giving it the fuel. So here's the two things you should take away from this video. Number one, make sure you're hedged against your bank. You do not want to lose all your money. Guys are talking about contagion in the banking system. That's not good, okay? Number two, if you don't own any Bitcoin at all, or any Ethereum especially, I would say you want to own up some. That's going to help you to hedge. Now, I can't give you financial advice, can't tell you to buy that stuff because it's going to go up in value, but I can tell you I think it's good to buy because I don't trust the banking system at all. The price of Bitcoin should get a boost from all this stuff going on unless we see like a total collapse. And then we'll probably see Bitcoin go down a little bit before bouncing back up harder than everything else because this is the safest thing out there. So do want to make a big announcement here for the channel. We've now signed a long-term deal with a new sponsor for the channel. And that sponsor is Stake, S-T-A-K-E. You can use them international. They also have a US version of the site. What is Stake? Well, Stake is basically an online place where you can use your crypto to bet on sports, to bet on various games. And it's the kind of thing where you guys are not going to see us playing. We're not going to be playing, blackjack or whatever the case may be. We may try to figure out a way to incorporate some sports betting when I'm out of the country and stuff like that. Mostly on Twitter, wouldn't really be here on YouTube. But this is going to be a big sponsor of ours. And what is this going to allow us to do? Yeah, we got to talk about well, let's address the elephant in the room first. The elephant in the room first is, guys, this channel is about helping you to find financial freedom through crypto assets. That's what it is. That's what this channel is. If you're in a position to where your money's tight, then you should not be doing any gambling, period, right? Just like we tell you, you shouldn't be taking your last bit of money and leverage trading with it either, okay? You need to build up, and when you're at a place where you feel comfortable or you're at a place where you can just gamble for fun, then that's something you can do. And a lot of people do it. A lot of people in my office have been playing on Stake and having a really good time. So the point of this video is not to sell you on them. It's just to tell you how things are going to change. Here comes my wife, guys. Here she is. Look at her. She's like a shark. There she is. What in the world is she doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Okay, she's gonna wait right there while I finish the video because she's a creeper. So that's I want to address that. Second of all, we definitely want you guys to be safe. We don't want people going and losing all their money gambling at all. No stretch of the imagination there. That is a thing that can't happen. So we're going to continue to give disclaimers and let people know we want the right people doing this. If you have a gambling addiction, you certainly shouldn't be doing it. Second of all, let's talk about what this does for the channel. We have a few partners and we have a few deals that we have signed, such as you guys know we work with iTrust. We work with Coin Ledger. We work with a few others. We're not taking any new sponsors on after this. There will be no new sponsors on this channel. You guys know we don't do coiner tokens. We haven't done coiner tokens in well over a year and a half. So we don't do any of those. We'll never do those on this channel. Never do sponsor content for reviews, nothing like that. We don't do that. But what this one big sponsor is going to allow us to do is turn off YouTube ads. So we're going to be turning off YouTube ads, which means the only ads you guys are going to see on this channel are for Stake. And we're excited about that. And also what this does is it means that we don't have to go out looking for deals to help sustain the channel. And you guys remember, it's not just me. I've got 30 employees. We have 40,000 square foot studio. We're a very large operation. We're about to be bringing in some more employees and things like that. So it's going to allow us as a company to go further faster. And it's going to allow us not to have to really worry about monetizing the channel outside of the ways that we already do. It's going to be a big deal. So you guys are going to be looking at this channel. A lot of people are going to be associating us with Stake. That is the way that it is. There was some backlash for Stake where they had some streamers, some young streamers that were playing on Twitch and stuff like that, and they were getting paid by Stake, and then they were gambling all the money that they were getting paid. And people were not understanding that they were spending the money that was coming in. It wasn't their just own money that they were going crazy with. And so they did get some blowback from that. We're not going to be doing stuff like that. We're not going to be playing the games on the channel. This is going to be more of an awareness thing, a brand deal, if you will, is what it is. And we're super excited to bring them on as a partner. And looking forward to this is going to be, over a year deal. And there will be, hopefully, down the road, we'll continue this deal. They sponsor Drake. They sponsor the UFC. They sponsor Formula One. We're going to be going on their website, just like those names and brands are. So we're excited about that. It helps give this channel more credibility. And I just want to say thank you to all the BitSquad. You guys are the ones that make all this happen. You stay here, you support us. And, a big thank you to everybody who has stuck through this channel in the bear market. Hey, we don't slow down on the content. We only make more. So, want to let you guys know about that. There'll be a big change coming starting on Monday. We'll be doing those, advertisements for steak, and excited about it. That's all I got. Be blessed. Big boy out.